Hello, guys. Happy, what day is it? Thursday? Is it Thursday? I think it is. Happy Thursday. I'm Amy with Lily Bean Designs, and I'm trying to get my camera straight here. Okay, so welcome to another live video. We are going to be making a fun little macrame card charm today. Of course, you could hang this little charm anywhere you like, but I call it a card charm. So if you are joining me, say hello and tell me where you're watching from. Hello, Leisha. Hello, Karen. How are y'all doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay, this is the bonus file for today for our SVG Clubhouse. My private membership group is called SVG Clubhouse, and it is open to new members today. We only open a couple of times a year, and we are open this week through Sunday at midnight. So if you have not gotten in and you've been wanting to, now is your chance, and we're offering bonus files. So we have 2 bonus files left. We have this card charm that we're making today, and then tomorrow we're going to be making a spring flower stand. So it's actually like a 3D stand up. I'll show you an example so you can see. And if you want to join, you can go to svgclubhouse.com. It's scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Okay, so we are going to be making, this is the blank cutout set. It's a flower market set, but just so you can understand what it is, this is an example of another set that we have in my Etsy shop. So this is our snowball set, and it's a stand and a sandwich board, and all the pieces are interchangeable. So you just pop them off with like magnets or Velcro, and you change everything out. And we have multiple designs in my Etsy shop, but this one is specifically going to be a file for the Clubhouse only, and it is a little flower market. So that is our bonus file for tomorrow. So if you join today, you get this file, plus you get the flower market file. If you wait until tomorrow, this card charm file is going to be gone because we drop a file every day. Now, these are bonus files in addition to the monthly files that you get. The way the club works is that every month you get 4 exclusive new files, and those files are not listed in my Etsy shop. They're not for sale in my Etsy shop for at least 1 year, and so they are exclusive to the group. In addition to that, you get 50% off all the files in my Etsy shop every day. So each month I send you a new coupon code. You can use it an unlimited number of times to purchase as many files as you like. We also give you all the marketing photos, blank and painted, for all of the projects. You can use those to advertise the projects on your social media and in your email and wherever you advertise, advertise your products. So you don't have to make all the projects ahead of time. You can throw pictures out there and gauge interest with your customers. Okay. So then we also do a paint party every month. You get access to our Facebook group, access to our private membership portal, all the things. So we have lots of fun things going on in the SVG Clubhouse. Let me show you the files for February. So if you join today, you get the February bundle, plus you get these 2 bonuses. So the February bundle includes this fun birthday shaker set. Our theme this month is birthdays. So you get this fun birthday shaker set that we made the other day. I'm making these a few of these projects live. So this one I made live on Monday. If you want to go back and watch the video, you can always watch my videos on my Facebook page in the replay. This is the tier tray set for the month, and you can switch out the number on the hat for whatever number of years you want. So that's our tier tray. And and the tier tray, by the way, it cuts in 1 Glowforge size sheet. So I call those my 1 sheet wonder files, and they're very popular because a lot of people don't want to use more than a sheet of material per set. So that entire set cuts in 1 sheet. This is our shelf sitter set, and you can use it with the shelf that you see in the picture, which I sell the file for in my Etsy shop, or you can just put it on whatever little decor shelf that you might have. So that's our shelf sitter. And then we have our door hanger. We always do a door hanger every month, and then the rest of the files we mix up. We do tier trays, shelf sitters, shakers. We do booth sets. What else? The sandwich board sets. We do ornaments, charms, just all kinds of things, banners. We've done lots of different things over the years. And we just have a lot of fun in our club. So we hope that you guys will consider joining us. We've had a lot of new members this week. So we will get started. Hey, Deetra, how are you? All right, so we're going to paint this little car charm, and it's not going to take very long. This is a pretty quick little project because it's a small project. Oops, let me grab a plate. Let me grab a plate for my paint here. I'm using a clean plate today. I've been using the same plate for a week because we've been sticking with the same color scheme for most of these projects. Hey, Sherry, how are you? And let me grab a baby white. Oh, look, y'all, my last baby white. I know I have some more packed somewhere. All right, I am taking some dark chocolate paint from Deco Art. Y'all know my little trick that I like to do called the cheater method. If you watch my videos, you know that this is just doing a faux stain with some brown paint and a baby wipe. I don't love stain because it smells, and so I usually have to do it in my garage, and it takes a while to dry, and if you get it on your hands, it stains. So I prefer to do this cheater method. So there, it looks like it's been stained, but nope, easy peasy. Dries fast, and then we're done. All right, so then we've got all our little pieces here. See, I'm gonna probably end up using Posca pens for most of this, honestly. And y'all know I love that. Oh, Sherry, you were down this way and you went on a cruise out of New Orleans. That is so cool. We had a crazy storm blow through last night, y'all. And I'm going to confess a funny thing that happened. Our grill blew into our pool. I have been warning my husband that that would happen, and he didn't listen to me. And I'm talking all quiet because I don't want him to hear me telling people on video that it happened. But it happened. He didn't listen to me. So yeah, an entire grill in our pool. We got it out. We hope it still works. We shall see. These are Posca pens, Amanda. You can get them on Amazon. They are wonderful. They're very good paint pens. All right, so we did our little clouds in white. And we're sticking with our same color scheme that we've done all week, which is these bright, bold colors. And actually, this one I'm going to do yellow because I think it looks kind of like the sun. But because I'm using yellow, I'm going to do white first. So the yellow will pop more. I usually do a coat of white underneath yellow, pink, orange. Those colors tend to not be as bright unless you put a base coat on. So yeah, I think we're just going to do this whole thing with Posca pens. I have lots more of these charms in my Etsy shop if you want to hop over there and take a peek at them. All right, let's see. Let's do this one in the aqua color. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to do the polka dots in with a puffy paint pen, with puffy paint, not a paint pen, just with some puffy paint. I think that'll be cute. We've broken out the glitter this week, and the puffy paint, and some yarn. I like to incorporate lots of different things into our projects. And I'm going to add some beads to this today, so I'll go grab those. Yeah, we like to do, what is that called? Not multitasking. I I can't think of the name of it. When you use different mediums. Oh, wait, this color, this is not going to be this color. Hold on. We're going to do this in purple. Oh gosh, y'all know I go live and my brain just doesn't work. So when you use different materials to craft, what is that called? Somebody chime in and tell me. I can't think of I want to say it's multi something. Mixed media. That's what we're calling it. Mixed media. Wait until hurricane season. Yeah. I have heard all about that. All right, so we're going to do the flower in pink. So again, I'm going to do a little bit of white underneath for my flower. And I don't love my green, all of my green Posca colors. So I'm thinking that I'm going to grab paint for the stem of the flower. Where is my Lighthouser green? That's dark, or medium. Irish moss. Hauser light green. Okay, so this is a Deco Art color. Hauser light green. Yes, mixed media. Thank you. I knew it was an M. Just an eensy bit of that paint is all we need. I did remember to wash my paintbrushes out today. Are y'all proud of me? I need a little tiny paintbrush. This one's good. I like this Hauser light green for a lot of like leaves and things. I think it's a pretty green color. Okay. And let's see. Let me do a second coat of my white. I don't know what color I want my butterflies to be yet. I need to get the all the other colors done and then see what I want to make my butterflies. I might have to put some puffy paint on my butterflies too. Oh, and you know what? We could glitter. Maybe we'll glitter our clouds. I think we're going to glitter our clouds. Y'all know I love some glitter. All right, that's what we'll do. So I won't put any more coats on here. Let me see how this yellow looks, if I need to break out the yellow paint. Oh, no, I like this yellow. Yeah, if you're just getting into Posca pens, I recommend getting the big set of medium tip. The medium tip are inkier than the fine tip. And they work really, really well. They last a long time. I use mine all the time. And the ones that I've had to replace, honestly, have been white, of course, because you're going to go through a lot of white. The black lasts a really long time. But the aqua one that I just used, that is my favorite color. So I tend to go through that. So I think that one I had to order a new one. But they last a really long time. All right, there's our yellow. And I think I'm going to use my pink paint for the flower because I really like this pink color. And this is Carousel Pink. Just a tiny bit. Oops. Okay, might have to do probably one more coat on there. So if y'all have any questions about SVG Clubhouse, feel free to ask. If you are a new member, I just posted in the group every month. New members are able to purchase past month's files. So if you get in the group and you want to look back at the files that we had before you joined, as a member, you're able to purchase those. And what we do every month is the corresponding month from last year is half off. So like right now, it's February 2023. So that means that the February 2022 files in the membership portal are half off. And if we have bonus files that month, which we did last February, we also offered bonuses. Those are also included in the coupon. So I did a post in the group. There's a coupon code that you use, and you can get those for half off all month. So it's a good time to grab them. There's some good spring files in there. So if you're looking for some spring projects, there's some good bundles. All righty. Let me think. So let's see. Let me just kind of stick it over here before I put it together and just see what color I want my butterflies to be. All right, so I think I'm going to want a pink butterfly and maybe a purple butterfly. So I'm going to do white under the pink. Put a little bit more pink on that flower. And I'm going to let that dry. And then let's do a purple butterfly. Hey, Christy. Welcome. White and black ones for me to replace. Oh, for the Posca pens? Yes. Yeah, I've only had to maybe order new black ones once. I have to order white ones pretty often. I go through a lot of the white ones. I'll just order multi-packs of those. Like I'll get on Amazon and order a pack of like 3 white ones because I go through a lot of those. Okay, and then we'll need a second coat on there, of course. All right, so let me get the glitter. We need white. Do I have white glitter? I thought I bought more. I think I have just enough. But I think I bought a big thing of white glitter. Sorry, I'm going to stand up and craft here for a minute, y'all. Y'all can see my other phone recording. Maybe if I move it over here, you can't see it as much. You can still see it a little bit. All right, so we need a piece of paper. All right, so now you always want a good amount of paint on whatever pieces you're going to glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and use white paint. And let's dab another coat on there. Brighten that butterfly up. Okay. And I'm going to get my glitter ready. That's not a lot of glitter in there, but it doesn't take very much glitter to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and have my pieces on this piece of paper here. And just put a generous amount of paint because you need it nice and wet to stick to the glitter. Okay. And I'm going to shake off the excess. And then I can just take my piece of paper and dump the rest of that glitter right back down in there. So even though I only had a tiny little bit, that's all it took. And now we have some pretty sparkly, see if I can get that where y'all can see it. Sparkly clouds. Aren't those pretty? I love using glitter in projects. All right, now we're going to glue everything down so that we can get our, oh, you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to do my yarn first. I think that might be easier if I do my yarn first. Okay, so when I was making these at Christmas time, I ordered specifically macrame cord off of Amazon. So it was like, no, that's worse. It was specifically like kind of a creamy colored macrame cord. You can get like a big ball of it at off of Amazon. And of course, y'all know I left it in Virginia because I leave everything in the wrong state when I moved to the other state because life is insane right now. But I do have this giant ball of my favorite color yarn. And this is how much I love y'all. So see my crochet hook stuck in there? I'm crocheting something with this and I still cut this, okay? I cut it so that I could use it for this project. And now I'm going to have to act like I'm putting another color in with my crochet, which I'm not excited about because I'm not a good crocheter and I'm not good at that. So I love y'all so much that I cut my crochet yarn. All right, so we're gonna take these pieces of yarn and I'm gonna do 4 in each of these little slots. So these pieces, I didn't measure, but I just kind of eyeballed it. I'm thinking these pieces are probably what, 10 inches? Maybe 9 or 10 inches. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna fold it in half like that. And then I'm gonna just drop it in to the top and then make sure that the pieces are even though we're gonna trim them at the end. And then I'm just gonna pull them through like that. So drop them in the top. And then just kind of push them to the side and fit 4. And you might even want to do more. This yarn is a little bit thinner than the macrame cord that I was using. So you maybe could do more than 4 if you want. I'm going to see how 4 looks. Okay, so I like them kind of scrunched together. So I think I'm going to add 1 more, but it's going to depend on the thickness of your yarn. So let me do 1 more in there. And the reason why I'm doing the yarn before I glue everything else down is because I don't want to mess with this. Once I glue it, I want to leave it sitting. And I'm going to add that puffy paint at the end. Okay, yeah. So I think 5 looks good on there. And then I'm going to see if this frays like the macrame cord frays. I don't know if it will. So let me see. So what I do is when I use the macrame cord, I took this this old Cricut tool that I have. You could use a needle, a paper clip, a safety pin, like just something kind of sharp that you have. But like I said, I don't know if this is going to fray like the macrame because I'm using what I've got. So we'll see. And I just start at the bottom and I just start pulling, but you don't want to start too high up. You want to kind of do a little bit at a time. Now, I will say the macrame one frays easier than this one because this one is just like different. It's a different material. That's more like rope, and this is soft because I think this is acrylic yarn. And you don't have to fray it. You could just leave it because it's cute, not frayed too. I don't know if I have the Christmas. Oh, you know what? I have the Christmas one to show you so you can see what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, this is a lot thicker. All right, so y'all get the idea. This is the Christmas one that we did. And see how thick that macrame cord is? So yeah, so that frays really nicely. And we actually only used 3 in each of the slots with that. And I can link that when I get off here. I'll link the macrame cord. And you can buy that in different colors. I used to have a big roll of it in aqua, and I don't know what happened to it when I moved. I lost it. So anyway, rather than y'all sit here and watch me try to fray this, because it is going to be kind of tedious, I'm going to go ahead and just get these in here, and I'm going to leave them not frayed, and I might just trim them a little bit because it's going to take a long time if I try to do that. And we'll give it a little haircut at the end. But I will tell you, the big roll of the cording that I used off of Amazon, it'll last you a long time. It'll make a lot of these because I made a few and it barely put a dent in it. But we crafters use what we have, right? I've seen people use a car comb to fray a cat comb to fray the macrame cords. Oh, really? A cat comb. I don't comb my cat, so I'm not sure. Although I think he might enjoy that. I may have to try. I did have a brush for him at one time, but honestly, like, he doesn't need it. He's my OCD boy. He likes to keep himself perfectly groomed at all times. He needs no assistance. He doesn't go outside, so he doesn't get mats or anything. Sorry, y'all. My phone is like buzzing really loud in the background. I think I've got a group text going on or something. But this will just show you like a couple of different ways that you can do it. Couple of different options. And there's all sorts of yarn. You could get like a thicker, more ropey yarn if you want to do yarn instead of macrame. All right, let me cut 3 more of those. Here, I don't want to get paint on my yarn. Like a flea comb? Oh, okay, I got you. I'm not measuring, y'all. I'm just eyeballing. Oops. This yarn does match that aqua color really nicely though, right? It's that perfect match. All right, last one. Oh, I missed one in the middle. I need one more. I'm missing one if I want them even. Got some multicolor yarn would be pretty. Ooh, that would be pretty. Y'all, I'm like better at buying yarn than I am at actually like using it. Is anybody else like that? Does anybody else hoard yarn and then not make things with it? I'm so bad. I say I'm going to crochet something and then I start and I don't finish it. All right, that's way longer than the rest of them. But I love to buy yarn. Like I love going to Hobby Lobby and Joann's and looking at all the pretty yarn. Okay, so we're going to give him a haircut. And do y'all like my leopard scissors? I'm going to hang this off the edge of my table, which I know y'all can't see, but I'm hanging it off and I'm just cutting across here. So it'll be even. That's the easiest way to do it, I think. Although I'm still going crooked. Okay, so just like that, I just cut it, just hung it off the edge of the table. I think it still might be a little crooked, but it's okay. Okay, so now we can glue all our pieces on. So put them all on first. Make sure that your clouds have room. Oh, wait, you know what we didn't do? We didn't do our beads. I don't know if this jute twine, let me see if this jute twine is thin enough to put beads on. Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. I have a thinner one. This might work better. Let me see. I have a couple. I picked all this up at Walmart because y'all know I told you I left like a bunch of things I needed in Virginia. So I grabbed just like little things of wire and jute and twine and like all the things. All right, let's find our bead colors that we're going to do. That's darker. Let's use that one. All right, so we'll do pink, blue. I'm going to grab and I get all of these on Amazon. I did link some yesterday. If you're looking for wood beads, scroll down on my page and you'll see the ones that I linked that I used in yesterday's video. There's a white one. Oh, and we can also throw in, this would be cute. Let's throw in this pink buffalo check. That would be kind of cute. All right, let me see if this is going to be too thick. I'm thinking this might be too thick to try to. Oh, but I have that bead threader. Y'all, forget I have my tools. Okay, let me see if I can remember how to do this. All right, so I don't know why I always forget how to do this. I think we put our beads on here first. Am I doing this right? You can get this tool on Amazon as well. Y'all know I get everything from Amazon. So let's put our beads on here. And then I think we put this through here is how I did it. Is that right? Am I doing this right, y'all? I don't know why I always forget. Am I doing enough yarn? I mean twine though. All right, let's see if this will go. Yeah, I think I am doing it. Okay, but then we have to attach it. I think I have to put it through the thing first. Right? Yeah, I do. Hold on. I think I have to put it through my rainbow first. Let's see. I'm trying to find the end of it. Okay. We'll get this right. All right, now I think I want to do it the other way. Drop it down and then pull it through. Like that. Okay. Now, I think this is going to work, but no guarantees, y'all. All right, we got our beads on here. I should have practiced, right, before I went live or watched my old video. That's so sad. I have to watch old videos of myself sometimes to remember how to do things. I'm like, wait, how did I do that? That's crazy. All right, do I want to do it way down here? No, I need more room. All right, let's do it like right here. If this works, it's going to be a miracle. Is it stuck? All right, come on. Come on, we're coming through there. Look, y'all, it worked. It worked. Magic. All right, so there's our beads. We did it. All right, I'm just going to tie a little knot. And that. Yay. You hoard everything, Deetra? That's funny. Girl, I did too until I moved, and then I got rid of a bunch of stuff. Right here. I feel like I'm way off camera, like chopping my head off. Let me put my beads away. Maybe a good crafter and put my things away. All right. The fun part, putting it all together. Now, let's remember which way these clouds go. I think it goes the other way maybe. I had them all laid out so I wouldn't do this. And yes, I think that's right. Okay, and then our flower is going to go here, and then our little butterflies are going to go on top. So let me glue all these pieces down. All right, we're going to glue this one first. Can y'all see that how I scored mine too dark? I almost cut all the way through because I scored it a little bit too much. I got carried away with my laser settings. Whoops, no, don't go crooked. Don't go crooked. All right, and then I think we're going to do the clouds next. because what I can do is I can line the cloud up with the blue. I hate getting glue on my hands, and I always manage to do it. Okay, now one more little thing, because you know we have to be extra. We always have to be extra here at Lily Bean Designs. So I'm going to get my big bin of puffy paint. This is Tulip Slick puffy paint, okay? And I got a bin of it on Amazon. Tulip Dimensional Fabric Paint. I got this bin on Amazon. And the ones that come in here, for this big bin, there's not a lot, okay? I will tell you, these little tiny things, it doesn't even remotely fill up the bin. But these are the same, but the applicator tips on them are a little bit bigger, okay? So my preference is these big bottles. And you can get these at any craft store. But I like the tips on these because they're like super, can I show you on there? Can you see it? See how fine tipped that is? I like that better. All right, let me see if it's going to come out or if I'm going to have to unclog it. Oh, good, it's coming out. Okay, so now I'm going to probably have to tilt this up some so I can see what I'm doing. But we are going to do these little dots. And this is way easier than trying to paint in these little tiny lines. It looks really neat and clean. But don't touch it for probably a good at least 12 hours, maybe even 24 hours. And don't do like me. Make sure your butterflies totally cover up some of those little dots because this purple one slightly doesn't cover a dot. But make sure like that you put them where they'll cover up dots. So you don't have to do like a half a dot because you can't really do a half a dot with the puffy paint. Okay, so let me show y'all up close. Can you see the dimension of those? And then the sparkle on the clouds. How cute is that? I love it. And then, like I said, if you want to get a kind of yarn that you can fray, that's not going to give you a headache because this yarn this is not like going to fray real easy. It's going to be a headache if I try to do it. So I'm not going to sit here and try to fray that. But yeah, so that's it. Let's see. Did I miss any comments? Okay, so if you guys have questions about SBG Clubhouse, then please comment and I'll come back later and check and see if I missed any. Thanks for joining me, guys. The link, like I said, it's scrolling at the bottom of your screen, svgclubhouse.com. And we close the doors Sunday at midnight. But like I said, today is the last day to join and get this bonus file. This bonus file goes away at midnight tonight. All right, thanks so much for joining me, guys. I hope you like that project, and I will see you again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time for our flower market sign. Talk to you later. Bye.